Welcome back, my loves, to Thrive in Love and Life. I'm so excited you're here for episode 2 of season 3. The whole season, we're unpacking attachment styles, and today we're diving deep into one of the most common and honestly one of the most tender, anxious attachment. If you've ever found yourself overthinking a text, worrying your partner might leave, needing constant reassurance, or feeling like you're just too much in relationships, this episode is for you. And I want you to know, you are not broken. What you're experiencing isn't neediness or weakness. It's your nervous system trying to protect you. And the beautiful news is, with awareness and gentle healing, you can shift from anxious attachment into secure, confident love. So what does anxious attachment feel like? Let's start with the lived experience. Anxious attachment feels like being on high alert in love. It's that knot in your stomach when you don't get a fast enough reply. It's the spiral of questions. Did I say something wrong? Are they pulling away? Do they still love me? Physically, it's racing thoughts, a tight chest, checking your phone again and again. Emotionally, it's this underlying fear of abandonment, the sense that love could vanish at any moment, so you have to hold on to it tightly. If this sounds familiar, I want you to breathe with me right now, and remember, there's nothing wrong with you. These patterns formed for a reason, and you can unlearn them. Attachment styles usually trace back to childhood. Anxious attachment often forms when love or care was inconsistent. Maybe sometimes your caregiver was loving and attentive, and other times they were distracted, absent, or even critical. So your young nervous system learned, love is unpredictable. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. I better stay hyper alert to keep it. That unpredictability gets wired into your body, and as an adult, the same fear shows up with partners, friends, and even in how you relate to yourself. How can anxious attachment show up in relationships? Let's get real about how this may look in daily life. Clinging to closeness. You may feel panicked when your partner needs space. Over communicating, sending multiple texts, replaying conversation, or needing constant reassurance. Attracting avoidant partners. The anxious avoidant dance is common. The more you pursue, the more they pull away. Self-blame. If something feels off, you assume it must be your fault. People-pleasing. Saying yes when you mean no just to avoid rejection. This is often called the anxious loop. You sense distance, you cling, they pull away, your fear intensifies, and the cycle repeats. It's exhausting. The gift inside anxious attachment. I want to pause here and highlight something important. Anxious attachment isn't all bad. The same sensitivity that makes you hyper aware of rejection also makes you deeply empathetic. You notice emotions, you care, you love wholeheartedly. The goal isn't to erase that sensitivity. It's to channel it into secure love where your gifts aren't driven by fear but grounded in confidence. Your healing path. So how do you start moving from anxious to secure? Step 1, self-soothe your nervous system. When anxiety spikes, your first job is to calm your body. Try breath work. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Place a hand on your chest and repeat, I am safe. Love doesn't disappear overnight. Move your body. Shake out the stress or go for a walk. Step 2, build self-worth. Remind yourself daily, I am lovable as I am. I don't have to chase love. Journal affirmations, celebrate small wins, and keep promises to yourself. Building trust internally is just as powerful as trust externally. Step 3, practice secure communication. Instead of panicking or lashing out, try, I feel anxious when I don't hear from you. Could you reassure me by checking in? I need a little extra closeness today. Can we spend time together? Clear, calm requests are healthier than silent suffering or frantic pursuit. Step 4. Choosing healing relationships. Healing attachment doesn't happen in a vacuum. Surround yourself with secure people who can meet you with consistency and care. Notice who triggers your panic versus who brings you calm. Here are some practical exercises to work with this week. Journaling prompt. When I feel anxious in love, what fear is underneath? What story am I telling myself? And is it true? Affirmation practice. Each morning say, I am safe, I am enough, I don't need to chase love. Pause and breathe. Next time you feel the urge to overtext or panic, pause. Take 3 breaths. Ask yourself, what do I need right now, and how can I give some of it to myself first? These little shifts build regulation over time. This week, I want you to reflect. When do I notice my anxious attachment show up the most? And what's one small way I can respond differently? Awareness plus small, consistent action is how you move towards secure love. My loves, here's what I want you to take away. Anxious attachment doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body learned to stay alert to love. But love doesn't have to be a battle. Love can be steady. Love can be safe. Love can stay. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a superpower. When healed, it becomes empathy, intuition, and deep care. You don't have to erase who you are. You only need to give your nervous system new experiences of safety. And remember, you don't have to do this perfectly. Healing is messy. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But every small step matters. Thank you for being here with me today for today's episode of Thrive and Love and Life. Next week, we'll move into avoidant attachment, understanding the patterns of distance and independence, and how to soften into secure connection. Until then, breathe, remind yourself you're safe, and keep thriving in love and in life.